We have a little bit different video today. I'm Lene. Welcome to channel. This is gonna be weird. So usually I do something makeup. It's sometimes food related. And today it's gonna be both. All right. So you've seen all kinds of challenge videos, and I had this crazy idea that hey, you could probably use cocoa powder as bronzer, and then it snowballed. So I have an array of things that are not cosmetics that we are going to use as cosmetics, and I will insert clips from their manufacture by me as we go. Didn't think that through. So I'm going to be doing this just for a laugh, as a gag. I am not recommending that you do this because some of the things here are probably not like eye friendly. All of it's consumable, and for the most part what you can eat you can put on your skin, but that doesn't mean that like getting cinnamon up your nose or in your eyes would be at all pleasant. So I have a completely bare face, washed but didn't moisturize or tone or anything like that. And I have my notes so that I go in order of how I usually would. Now, I'm not someone who goes foundation only first or eyeshadow only first. It can kind of whatever I feel like doing. But I'm going to do the eye stuff first because I have no idea how any of this is going to work. And it will probably be all over the place. And so here we go. Alright, I am going to eyes with butter. Does that make sense? It is a fat and it melts at body. So I have actually is gonna or make it worse. So now have some that I am not terrible. Also some just in case these get ruined forever. But so I'm going to lay down a transition and see what this turns out to be. Alright, I decided that I would go in first with the powdered mango, which mango would probably be a really pretty regular shade name. I'm trying to tap off any like chunks that are too big. So yeah, that's sprinkling all over my face. Although the powdery bits are adhering to the butter slick on my eyelid. It's just not very pigmented. But it is making my eyelids less greasy, so it's serving a purpose. Okay, that one's a little more crazy. Alright, I'm gonna try and tap off that. I mean, it doesn't feel gritty, Well, it feels a little gritty. Alright, I'm going to use a paintbrush and go in to the ginger. This is probably one that really shouldn't be on your eye area. I'm going to put that in the crease. I am definitely keeping my eye closed until I am sure that any powderiness, this is just like vanishing. Make sure I don't blink any of it into my eye. That doesn't really show up either. Alright, time to go into some darker colors. I'm going to go into... They're making me sneeze already. What I believe... We're on a roll. The cinnamon. See if that shows up any better. Making sure my eyes closed. That has a little more color to it. I mean, I can still see the veins on my eyelids through it, but it did leave behind some color, and I'm starting to smell like Christmas, so I'm gonna go into the turmeric, see if we can't get some color on here. Turmeric is a very yellow color, but that transfers to food than to my skin. I mean, it's all very faint. I don't know what I thought it was going to be. I'm going to try the powdered strawberry now and put this just on the lid. The little particles are going everywhere and I can like taste it in my mouth. That's not staying at all. It's on my nose. Okay, well, right now it just kind of looks like I got a black eye, which is a look. Alright, I'm gonna see if I can't deepen up the outer corner with some cloves. Much darker, but it's not very finely ground, so we'll see. Yeah, I don't think this is staying at all. Nope, that just mostly added to the aroma that is now my right eye. So what I've deduced, well, I haven't tried the nutmeg, so let's give that a try. Nope. Okay, so what I've discovered is that the cinnamon and the turmeric are really the only ones that add any kind of change in color. But I'm going to dip into what I'm going to use for bronzer, because you can use bronzer on your eyes, I think. This is cocoa powder, along with some flour, and it was sifted. I didn't sift the spices, so maybe that's why the particles aren't staying. Well, it's just not sticking. Nope. Nesquik doesn't stick either. So I'll go ahead and do the other eye using just cinnamon and turmeric. Alright, now that the eyeshadow look is done, moving on to the face. So I am again going to prime with the butter, and I'm gonna rub that in. Alright, now that the face is primed and shining like an oil slick, I'm gonna go into my homemade foundation. It smells actually elements of peanut butter and I'm going to be using a beauty blender that I don't use anymore. I have already wet it. I'm going to just dip right in. A very kind of thick consistency. I really struggled with the color. Maybe the sponge isn't the best. Oops, I feel like maybe this would be a better concealer shade for brightening. I'm going to switch to a brush, see if I can't work this in a little better. It feels nice, but it's more of a face mask, in my opinion. I don't know if you can hear, but this is making such exquisite noises, it's ridiculous. Alright, go back in with the stitch on the flat side and smooth out. Okay, this is actually horrifying. No if powder can save this, especially so a combination of things. Bye powder. A little got in my mouth. That actually tastes alright. I will say, I expect this to have horrific flashback, which I will test. Uh-oh. That's the face set. I don't know if you can tell, but this is looking like I have a disease. Alright, so next we're gonna bronze, and I have my cocoa powder mixture here. Gonna tap off the excess. Either it's not sticking or that's not as dark as I thought it was gonna be. Try a little bit more of it here. Oh, there we go. It does brush away, but it does leave a little bit of shadow behind. Maybe if I let it sit like baking, but didn't even mean to make that pun. Baking. Let's see if I can do a little nose contour. Okay, that's pretty bad. Sure, why not? Did that do anything? I think a little bit. Was it a good thing? Who knows? Bronzer. Let's go into some blue. I am first gonna go into the strawberry milk drink mix. I think that's not that bad. It's not my color, but they don't have shades of fruit for the intent of putting it on your face. Maybe it's just my skin getting pink. Irritated. Now, I usually will put a little bit on the end of my nose, on my chin, and depending on the bronzer situation, I will go at the top of my forehead. I don't know if that hue shows up. Alright, so that's blush. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna do eyeliner, and I'm nervous. Our eyeliner is dark chocolate with a little bit of oil, keep it more loose, and with a fine paintbrush. Alright. That's it. I'm gonna do the other eye before I decide if I want to try for a wing or anything fancy. Okay, this side got out of hand. Considering that my eyeshadow look is kind of less than impressive, I'm gonna maybe play up the eyes with the eyeliner a bit or something. I don't know. This is actually pretty smooth, considering. Now it is staying wet. It's making the little half moons up there. It'll be interesting to see if that firms up at all. I'm just gonna leave it. This whole thing is a disaster anyway. Alright, so brows. So, my camera decided that that previous take had taken long enough and cut off what I was doing with my brows. So this one's done, and I am using the same stuff that I used on my lids. And it's interesting because I've got it in just a small spoon here. It's firming up because this room is on mold, but on my skin it's all still staying melted because skin temperature is warm. I'm gonna. Alright, so there's brows. It's definitely like holding them in place like brow gel as well. It's very stiff. Alright, so that's brows. Oh, can you see this? Alright, so next was mascara. I'm scared. I'm going to comb out the crumbs from my eyelashes first. I'm just gonna go up to the eyelid. I'm just gonna do the tip because I don't want my eyes to fall out or something. I did for this was activated people smoothies and stuff. You can take it as a supplement. A little bit of the coconut water and a couple drops of sweet almond milk. Now technically, the bottle that I use said it's for external use only, but you can also get sweet almond oil in the baking aisle or whatever. So here we go. I can't tell if it's adding anything. It's making them shiny. I mean, maybe the almond oil will be a nice conditioner. Well, I do see a little bit of brown. I feel like it's more weighing them down. And there's the bottom done. I don't think that any discernible difference. We'll see if that makes a better eyelash. Nope, it's not showing up at all. Alright, so that's lashes. Any of this stuff around your face is probably, or around your eyes is probably a huge mistake. Alright, so lips. I have strawberries and blueberries here. That actually feels kind of nice. But I'm gonna go a little more dramatic. Kind of rip it open there a little bit. There we go. There we go. Now this is definitely more of a lip stain than a lip stick. Clean up the edges a little bit. That's the only one I think I would advocate. Alright. Highlighter. Now this, I'm looking forward to something. I don't know. We'll see. I kind of really want to see if this transfers and adds kind of shine or sparkle. It's sweet. Okay, instead of behaving as if it's highlighter, I'm going to try and tap it on. I feel it mostly raining down on my arm. Maybe we can get a little to stick, or a highlight, inner corner highlight. Bone. Alright. I don't think I added in any sparkle. So this is the final look. I think this was a mistake. It was an interesting idea and concept. I look like I've been punched. My skin, I don't know if you can see the texture is horrible, but for the second part, everything that I used, I have to make also something that you can also eat, because it's my challenge. Rules. I make the rules. So everything that I have used on my face must go into a recipe. It doesn't have to be the precise things, and not in proportions, because my game and I make the rules. So this will be the wear test. So now we're gonna get baking. Alright, now the question is, what is it? I'm not sure. Haven't added the berries yet, so let's see how that goes. Alright, now I am not the biggest fan of berries, so leaving them in avoidable chunks is in my favor. I am going to put the mixture in just a square glass dish. If it's more cookie-like, I can make it into cookie bars. If it's more brownie-like, that's fine. If it's more cake-like, if it's more brick-like, we'll see. Alright, I'm gonna start with 15 minutes. We'll see how that goes. This stuff is still on my face. I'm gonna start cleaning up my mess. Disaster. The timer has just gone off. I peeked with the light on, which doesn't show up very good on camera, and it actually rose. Hopefully the camera doesn't fog up. Now, it is still very soft to the touch. Alright, I am thinking that it is more brownie-like, which, yay me. But I'm going to give it just a couple more minutes, just to be safe. Alright, the timer has gone off again. I have tested by tapping. I'm going to go ahead and bring it out. Da, da. I can't smell very good, but it smells chocolatey and spicy, not like hot, like gingerbread spicy. You know what I mean? Because there's like ginger and cinnamon and nutmeg in it. Gonna let it cool? We'll update you. Alright. It's still warm, but I wanted to get into it. I took some pictures close up. I have cut a couple of pieces. It's like halfway cake and halfway brownie texture-wise. Maybe a little more cake. I'm going to try a little bit. It doesn't really have a remarkable, like, particular flavor. Bigger bite does get more flavor, so even though there's peanut butter in it, there's not like a lot, but it's pretty good. It's not super chocolatey either, and it's not super fruity. It's like there's little elements of it all. It comes together pretty nicely, honestly. Definitely makes a much better dessert than it does face products. I took some close-ups. I cannot wait to wash my face. So this is actually pretty good. The face situation, you can see it a little bit. It feels like, I'm trying to figure out how to describe it. It's like my face is sandpaper. Like, not that it has sandpaper on it, but like the grittiness of everything that was used. the eye situation is just wiping away. All in all, I think this was a fun experiment. It was entertaining for you, the audience. If you've ever thought of a challenge and were like, that's crazy, no one should do that, let me know. Maybe I'll do it. And I don't encourage anyone else. Now, if you think of some food or consumable that might have worked better, let me know. Maybe I'll revisit with something that doesn't make my face feel like it's so dehydrated. I'm gonna have to, like, after I cleanse it, do like a mask and say, I'm sorry. But I am not prone to breakouts, so hopefully, fingers crossed, this doesn't give me too many problems. So, thanks for hanging out with me. This is so bizarre. I'll talk at you later. Bye. Alright, so I have just washed everything off my face, and honestly, my face feels like exfoliated, which is not surprising, but my eyes are super irritated. So I just want to reiterate again, don't do this. I mean, there are make your own at-home masks, but follow recipes, don't get them near your eyes, and do as they say, not as they do.